Welcome to Computer Parts Part 1, How a CPU is Made from Sand to Silicon. Today, we'll explore the incredible journey of how the tiny brain of your computer, the CPU, is created, starting from raw materials all the way to the finished chip. It all begins with something simple: sand. But not just any sand. This sand is rich in quartz, which is made of silicon dioxide. Silicon is the second most abundant element on Earth and is the base material for making CPUs. The silicon dioxide in sand is heated to very high temperatures, over 2,000 degrees Celsius, in a furnace. This process separates oxygen from silicon, producing raw silicon. Next, this raw silicon is purified and melted down to create a large cylindrical block called an ingot. The ingot is carefully sliced into very thin, round discs called silicon wafers. Each wafer is polished until it's perfectly smooth and shiny, almost like a mirror. These wafers are the foundation for building CPUs. Before manufacturing, engineers design the CPU's architecture using advanced software. This design maps out billions of tiny transistors and connections, all planned with extreme precision. Photolithography is a process similar to photography and uses light to print the CPU design onto the wafer. Here's how it works. A light-sensitive material called photoresist is spread over the wafer. Ultraviolet light shines through a stencil called a mask, which contains the CPU's circuit patterns. The light changes the photoresist, revealing parts of the wafer. This process is repeated many times to build up layers of circuits, each only a few nanometers thick. After exposure, chemicals or lasers etch away unwanted silicon to form circuit shapes. Then comes doping, where tiny amounts of other elements like phosphorus or boron are added to change the electrical behavior of silicon, creating millions of tiny switches called transistors. Thin metal wires, usually copper or aluminum, are layered on top of the wafer to connect all the transistors. Insulating layers are added between metal layers to prevent electrical shorts. This process creates complex, multi-layered circuits. Once all layers are complete, the wafer contains hundreds or thousands of individual CPUs called dies. Each die is tested electronically for defects. Good dies are separated by cutting the wafer into individual chips. Each chip is placed in a protective package with metal pins or contacts. This package protects the fragile silicon and helps connect the CPU to the rest of the computer. Packaged CPUs go through final testing to make sure they perform correctly and meet quality standards. And that's how your CPU is made, starting from ordinary sand and ending as a powerful chip inside your computer. From raw materials to precision manufacturing, it's one of the most amazing achievements of modern technology. Thanks for joining me on this journey inside the making of the CPU. Stay tuned for the next episode in Computer Parts.